Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I made my Southwestern egg bakes. These came out to 4 points on green. Here are all the ingredients that I'll be using today. And as always, I'll list everything in the description box down below. So first things first, I'm going to be washing my bell peppers. All I'm doing with them is placing them in a bowl. I'll be filling it with water and then adding some produce wash just to get them nice and clean. I'm also going to be preheating my oven to 375 degrees. That way when these are ready to go, I can just pop them in the oven. I'm going to start these off by cooking my ground chicken. Here I'm just going to be using some coconut oil spray. I'm using Walmart's ground chicken. This is a pretty lean one. It's 96.4 and you can have 2 ounces of this for only 1 point, which is what I'll be doing for this recipe. So here I'm just adding a pound of that. To my ground chicken, I will be lightly adding in some seasonings. I am using garlic powder, onion powder, and pepper. The actual egg bakes are going to have seasonings too, including these. So just a light seasoning will work. And then I'm cooking this on medium high until the chicken is all the way cooked through. Now that the bell peppers are all nice and clean, I will just be dicing these up and gutting out the insides. To make it easier on myself, I always have a plastic bag or some sort of trash can next to me. That way I don't have seeds everywhere. I'm going to get started on the assembly for the egg bake. So each dish is going to get sprayed with some nonstick cooking spray. Here I'm just choosing to do some coconut oil. You can also do these into egg muffins or any kind of dish, even like a frittata sort of style, if you will. Then next I am going to be doing a 1/2 cup of egg whites per dish. To the egg whites, I will be adding some low-fat cottage cheese. They will each be getting 1/4 cup for 1 smart point. And for those who don't like cottage cheese, you honestly can't taste it. It adds like this fluffiness to them, which I really like, and that cottage cheese texture that a lot of people don't like. Not necessarily the taste of it, but that goes away as they bake. Now I'll be adding in all of my seasonings. I know this is quite a bit, but trust me, it's worth it. And it's usually stuff that everyone has on hand. And I just do a teeny bit of chili powder in 2 of them because I ran out. So the next thing going in these will be our chopped bell peppers. I add about like a hefty 2 spoonfuls to each one. I personally love veggies, so they are 0 points, and I like the nutritional value it adds to these. The ground chicken is going in next, so here I just place my plate over my scale, zero it out, and then it'll start going negative. I do 2 ounces for 1 point for each egg bake. The bacon bits are going in next. These are just ones that I get from Walmart. They're like low sodium. Your girl hates cooking bacon, so this is a great alternative and they taste great. So here I'm doing 11 grams for 1 smart point. The fat-free shredded cheese is going in next. I am doing 17 grams per egg bake. You can actually have 28 grams of this for 0 points, but I usually end up having this for dinner or something and I don't want to have to count points for it, so that's what I chose to do. Chopped scallions are going in next. I just add a dash to each one. Here I have just a little can of diced green chilies. I will just be opening these and adding them straight from the can. I love diced green chilies, and to me these gave them that like Southwestern vibe, so I don't measure them. I just place a heaping spoonful into each one. Taking my spoon, I am just giving them a nice mix so everything is nice and incorporated before we put them in the oven. The last thing going in these is just this green Tabasco sauce. As far as hot sauces go, this one is really mild and I add just a little bit. Add as much or as little as you like, depending on how you handle spice, heat, and all of that. I'm not a spicy person, so just a dash is good for me. Now that these are all ready to go, I will be placing them in my preheated oven at 375 degrees. These ended up cooking for an hour. I checked them at 45 minutes and they still weren't done. It's a pretty thick like souffle dish that I use. So just if you're doing egg muffins, do less time. Just watch them, you'll see, because all of the liquid will be cooked through. After mine were done cooking for an hour in the oven and letting them cool so I can handle the dish, I just take a spoon and scoop them out, and as you can see, they're really easy to move around. That's when you know that they are definitely done, and it's super easy to transfer them into your meal prep containers. The very last thing going in these will be some of this paste salsa verde. I just fill up my little mini cup to go on the side. That way I can take it out before I microwave it and then put it back in, eat it at work. I love eggs and salsa, and this one was so good. After popping the salsas in the meal prep containers, these are all ready to go, and I have breakfast for the next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you make these, make sure to tag me on Instagram at NikkiWW Eats, and I'll see you next time.